So I'm upgrading table saws from this older model Craftsman that served me well to a new Jet version with a cast iron top. So I'm going to go through this, show you what's in the boxes, set it all up, give you my first impressions in my old garage here. So the first thing we're going to look at out of the box is, I believe, the rail set. Grab a knife. Everything was packaged fairly decent. I'm assuming it came from the manufacturer this way. I don't think Home Depot did any wrapping on their own. That's where I got it from, was Home Depot. Those that are wondering why Home Depot, I did look into purchasing this from Lowe's. At the time, Lowe's price was about $500 more. I called them up. They would match the price, but I am retired military, so I applied for the military discount. Lowe's would not honor a military discount on top of a match price from a different vendor, where Home Depot did do a military discount on top of their already cheaper rate. So that's what I went. Full disclosure, I'm also a Lowe's stockholder, so I was kind of not happy that I couldn't buy from a company that I have money involved with. You know, Lowe's can answer that for consumers on their own, I guess. So everything looks in pretty decent nick so far. This, I'm assuming, is hardware. Looks like an end cap. That would be one of the rails. Got a trash can. This is a mirroring rail. One of them goes on the front, one of them goes on the back of the saw. Let me open this one. I'm assuming this goes on this other end here, but I'm gonna wait and find directions. Might be a reason it's not on now. So for now, we'll do that. Let's open this up. So these are washers, screws, lock washers. Two more screws, some washers, and some nuts. This bag is now empty. No special markings on this. This one says mounting to JTAS-10 and -12. All right, I'm going to slide you over here. I'm going to start opening that up, see what's in there. There's no damage to anything. The delivery guy was really nice, helped me put it in the garage. Tip your delivery guys. They only have to drop it at the curb. So if they do help you wheel it in the driveway or garage, give them some extra money because they don't have to do it. Like I said, there's no damage on this. Everything looks good. Let's go with a small box first. Let's see, this says 58.3 pounds. This one says 17.8 pounds. And the larger box says 200 pounds. So I'm assuming this is the cast iron tops. So I'm going to go with this box here. Even though it's a little bit bigger, it says it weighs less. Open this one first. This is probably just hardware and other odds and ends. Make sure that's still in the frame. Move it a little bit. All right, so what do we got in here? We have, looks like the rip vents, all packaged up nice. Instruction booklet. So this is packaged up fairly nice. Tied off there in the end. We'll cut it. Inside this foam, there's nothing. Did look like it poked through a little bit in shipment, even though nothing in the box is damaged. It just broke the styrofoam, did what it was supposed to do. On this end of the styrofoam is the screw-in handle. Come on out of there. That'll screw into the end of the fence. Come on. Come on out of there. There we go. That's tied off. This is fairly rigid. Quite happy with it so far. That banging was my watch, nothing on this. There you go, fresh out of the box. A little bit of dirt came off. ProShop II. Underneath, you can see there's nut and bolts holding on both outer pieces of the fence. It looks like replaceable rails. And this will screw right into here. And this has magnets to keep it up and out of the way. And speaking of out of the way, I'm going to put it over here on the CNC machine for now. All right, let's get rid of this box. And we'll lift up the heavy one. Like I said, I'm assuming this is the cast iron wing or wings. Not sure exactly how much is on the table. There's no straps on this, just tape. But again, no damage on anything. Forgive my sniffling. I got some sort of allergies or something. I just took a allergy pill, so hopefully it gets better. All right. Piece of cardboard. This does look like one wing face down. Yep, there's some hardware to it. Bag is not labeled, but should be easy enough to pick out. Alright, so this is the underside of one of the wings. There's the upper side, sealed in plastic. It's oily, as it should be for shipping. I'm going to put that behind the camera over here, out of the way. Clean those off a little bit. And here's the other one. I'm going to put a piece of cardboard between them, just like they had, just for protection. Again, bottom side, holes on each wing end, holes on this end. This one is white on this side. The other one had a white side as well. I'm assuming white goes out. Directions should tell us that here in a second. And this box is empty. All right. I'm going to slide this over this way for now. Kind of point you back to the big box. And we'll open that. These are metal bands. So where the metal band came with this plastic corner protector, the corners did get pushed in a little bit. Where the band, I don't think there's any damage underneath. I think it's just where they cinched it down. Let me grab the snips. These are fairly old. I'm not sure how sharp they are. We'll find out here. All right, we're back. And like I assumed, the pushed-in corners was just the cardboard. It's well protected inside the box. I'll bring you a little closer to see how they got everything packaged here. Looks nice. No issues. Everything's well protected in shipping. I did not get the extra long top. I just got the standard 115. I don't think it's going to be that much different from most saws. Not overly great, not overly bad. It is what it is. This feels really cheap cast. This feels aluminum. Grab a magnet, pretty sure it is. Yeah, this bar is aluminum, cheap cast. This is a metal piece up here and a metal knob for index. Push stick. Plastic, nothing great, nothing bad. It's a push stick. The elevation and the tilt handles turn fairly well. Feels like the same cast that the miter is done on. So although it feels metal, it's not magnetic. Some sort of cheaper aluminum or cast non-iron type stuff. Assuming this is the feet and some bracket 3 hose clamp, assorted hardware. Again, bag not labeled. Should be easy to figure out though. This appears to be one of the legs. Another leg. All 4. Wrapped up nice, no issues. Show you one, but they're all the same. Fairly thick material, not bad. That is like a welded in nut there, one on the back of there, one here. This would be the foot going down, attachments to the saw, fairly rigid. For those wanting to know, let's see, I'm showing, let me make sure we're 0 here. About 2 millimeters thickness, and these are metal, of course. Before I start pulling stuff out, another cardboard box, and it's like the bottom of the saw. The motor cover for the outside. Power switch with the tag, or with the cord attached. Bottom dust cover. For underneath the saw to hook up dust collection from. We have one other box here. I'm not sure what it is. We will find it. Alright, it is the saw guard. A mixture of plastic and metal. So a riving knife attached to it. Not sure about these myself. They tend to mar wood. I had to film this again because I had the music on. Didn't want to get in trouble. So what I said is, I have this clamp in place. Again, there was not one here. One didn't come with it. I don't know if it's not required, or I don't know if they didn't have one, but I put one on anyway. This side of it is going to attach the plate that's going to cover the bottom. Alright, so I have the bottom all attached. The only thing I noticed after doing this, I mean, it's good, just stamp. Not a big deal. There's a little bit of overspray on the tabletop, the cast on both ends. Not an issue, not a problem, just letting you wear. Alright, on to the next step. Alrighty, so I picked it up, turned it over. It's heavy, it's not really a one-person lift. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. I pulled the plastic off. This is the oil shipped with. I gotta clean it off still. Heavier than the one I had in the old saw. Nothing wrong with that one. It just wasn't gonna work on the new one. So this one's good for up to 1,500 pounds. This thing does not weigh 1,500 pounds, but by the time I put another cast iron wing on it and a router motor, it's gonna get a little heavier, so I want to make sure I could still move it and it's gonna be safe. Okay, the base is all done. A little longer than I thought. Thing's a little heavy, so it's kind of hard to get everything adjusted. Got the wheels all done. Moves around fairly easily, which is good. Okay, both side wings are on. Okay, place the knobs on. Raised the blade up, came with it. It's got a riving knife with it. Actually checked it just for quick square, and it was square, which is good. There's the inner. Let me grab a light. So that's the dust collection that comes with it. Just that little shroud. My camera phone is not the best, so this is a quick disconnect here for the riving knife. And this is a nice built-in feature that'll lock the arbor. Spin it around until it locks. And that way you can change the blade with only one wrench instead of two, which is kind of nice. And this is the throat plate lock. I haven't done it yet, but these little set screws here will set the height. This corner here is low. That corner's low. That's not bad. That's not bad. So it needs to be adjusted out of the box. Not that big a deal. But the blade is square when I set it to 0, which is nice. I haven't checked 45, but I'm sure it's going to be close. So everything's on the saw for now. Now it's on to doing the fence. All the knobs are on, everything's good. I'm going to put the rails on for the fence. And that's what we're doing next. So I got both the guide rails on. The boss showed up to inspect. So they're on and tight. And now I'm getting ready to mount the switch up, and then this bar will go on. Alrighty, it is all together. I turned it on once without you. The neighbor came by. We'll turn it on one more time. I'm surprised how quiet it is. Very quiet. I like this. A full cast iron top, and I wanted mobility in the garage. The other ones were either very nice cabinet saws that aren't mobile, or their contractor versions of mobile had stamp steel wings instead of cast iron wings. I wanted cast iron wings, and I wanted the mobility. A dust collection would have been nice, but we got a 2.5 car garage that I have my wife park in every night, so I've got to be able to move my tools back out of the way so there's room in the garage every night. The other plus on this was this has a 5-year warranty, where the other saws were either 1 or 2 year. Yeah, you could buy extended warranty. I don't want extended warranty. I want to deal with just the manufacturer by themselves. And this one is a 5-year with Jet. It's a saw design that's been around for 20 years. It's not a brand new model. It just works. And that's what I needed. That's my 2 cents. Thanks.